Welcome back to Psychology 650. The purpose of this video is to take a look at the individual paper on research-based interventions on personality disorders and substance abuse disorder papers. In this video, we'll take a look at the assignment process, where to post your paper, the paper objectives, how to turn those objectives into level 1 headings, and then conclude with some critical points about papers in general. For this particular assignment, you need to select one of the personality disorders or substance abuse disorders from the University of Phoenix material film list, and then prepare a 1,050 to 1,500 word paper that discusses research-based interventions to treat substance abuse or personality disorders. You don't need to do both, just simply substance abuse or personality disorders. And when you're done, submit your assignment through the assignment link. The objectives need to be presented in level 1 headings. And so I'm going to show you again how to produce a level 1 heading from the objectives for this particular assignment. The first objective is to evaluate 3 peer-reviewed research studies using the University of Phoenix material research analysis. So here's how I would have you present a level 1 heading for this objective. Simply write 3 peer-reviewed research studies on alcohol dependence. And again, alcohol dependence is just an example. You could put 3 peer-reviewed research studies on borderline personality disorder. Again, please don't include, for example, in your level 1 heading. Support your logic with 3 separate peer-reviewed references, and when you're done with your material, please make a transition in the form of a sentence or 2 that moves the reader from this particular objective into the next. The next objective is conceptualize the disorder using the biopsychosocial or diathesis models. Here's how this level 1 heading would look. The causes of alcohol dependence, for example, according to the biopsychosocial model, for example. And you could put the causes of borderline personality disorder according to the diathesis model, if you wish. Just remember that level 1 headings are centered on the page, a combination of upper and lowercase letters, in bold, and no period at the end. Now, you need to support your logic with a literary reference you have not yet used in this paper. And then conclude that particular objective by making a transition from this objective into the next. The next and final objective of this particular paper is to discuss the treatments or interventions that have been shown to be the most effective for your selected disorder, and then why. Here's how that heading would look. Best practices for the treatment of alcohol dependence. I could put best practices for the treatment of cocaine dependence or borderline personality disorder. Whatever you decided to choose, it would go in this particular format, centered on the page, bold, upper and lower case letters with no period at the end. And then support your logic with a literary reference you have not yet used in this paper. And that summarizes this paper in its entirety. With all papers, there are some critical points to remember. Please make sure that you use a solid introductory paragraph that gives me 1 or 2 sentences about why I should read this paper, and then tell me what this paper is going to cover. Simply write out what the objectives for the paper are. It's fine. Make sure you address the objective, use headings, and then use transitions between each major point or heading. As always, give me a solid concluding paragraph and use APA format to document in-text and reference page citations. Finally, make sure you watch spelling, grammar, and punctuation. So then in this particular video, we've taken a look at this assignment process, where to post your paper, the objectives, how to turn those objectives into headings, and concluded with some critical points. The next video covers the Learning Team paper on symptoms and causes of comorbidity of disorders summary. Thank you.